Hi everyone. Hi Valerie, Christian. So, this one is the Solitude Seekers ride for Saturday, 1 hour of easy ride around London. Only 800 riders there. London is quite empty. That's my problem as well. I need an extender to cover the garden. Yep, it's only two of us. Yeah. But on the other hand, it's spring and some are so fed up with indoor cycling that I doubt that it works to promote now. Probably in September works a better promotion. Yeah. Even if it's only 5 kilometers loop or something, they will pick that one. So. Mine? Yeah, it was a warm-up with the triathlon team and we participated in a race. Still feeling my legs. We did well. We did well. In the race, for some of us it was the first one. The ones who did a Zwift race for the first time were surprised of the intensity, so it went well. At the start they told us that the head coach was there and they told us that okay, after the race, what about 50 minutes of cool down? And I told them, okay, what about 50 minutes of puking in a bucket and then cool down? And when we stopped at the gate, at the finish gate, and one guy asked, okay, so how about the cool down? And the other one said, okay, I'm not going anywhere. Stop with the cool down idea. Actually, yeah, that's right. But I was smart and I ate my breakfast 2 hours before the race, so to make sure it stays down. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were throttling the packets from Zwift, I think. Do you have anything on your mind? Yeah, shoot, I'm all ears. Yeah, I think I think they started the throttling when the lockdown came on, and Zwift was in the category what they were throttling. Now it's an exception rather. So yeah. Yes, I see it on Instagram now. Everybody is starting to hit the roads, so lockdown or not. And I expect that in May they will start to ease up the lockdowns all Europe. Now it's really going on everyone's nerves, so yeah. Yeah, and yesterday I checked the Swift numbers late afternoon, and it was 15,000, which is still a lot, but not 25 or 30,000 as we used to in the past 3 weeks. I think if it would be ice storms, everyone would go out anyway after this 2 months. Yeah, we we had we we had a chat in Swift Hungary group, and a guy told us that hey, you are always bitching about you can't go out. And I've checked my yesterday's April and this year's, and I'm actually I actually went out more this April than in last month, last year. So I will see about next week, but I'm already planning 2 days outdoor next week, or 2 rides, so that will make it 8, which is one more than last year's April. I'm always careful, but those damn trees grow in the wrong place. That's the first problem. If you have anything on your mind, just shoot. It's an easy ride for us. Do you see my mustache? Huh? Now you see it? It fits to my bike, the safety one. I wonder if I can make a mustache in Zwift. Facial hair. Now we are a good fit with my avatar. Ah, yeah, that feels good after the morning's race. Hi Diego. Good afternoon. How are things in Italy? How are you? And how's the baby? And such, we haven't spoken so long. Tomorrow I will join the Vikings for the 100 key ride, so if you'll be there we can discuss plenty of stuff. First of all, how the things developing in Italy? And how's the baby? So the first question I have to start with it. I wonder if I should change the layout on the fly a little bit. Cool, that's good news. Good news, good news. It's pretty tough. I mean, I was so freaked out about the baby when we nearly had the first one that I was batshit crazy about infections and everything. And couldn't imagine how. So if you would have a baby today, I will be even more crazy. I don't know how to handle this whole situation with the baby. It's just completely out of my perception of how to handle that. It's quite complicated. So it sounds complicated. And in the meantime, we are having a discussion on what do I say? Discord. Thank you. Actually, this bike is nice with the white wheels. I forgot to change the wheels from the lightweight Meilenstein, but it looks even funnier with the 1-speed lightweight Meilenstein wheel set. Finally, I was able to buy that, and I'm saving up. I still need 210,000 drops to purchase the wheels, the white wheels. Then it will be very nice. It's heavy and slow and I love it. Especially because of my avatar here. I find it funny. Okay. I want to monitor the load of my system because in the morning I had an awesome lot of drops. Next up, Armani shoes. I think it's already Armani. I just applied the mustache to my avatar to fit to my real one with the Snapchat filter. You like that? Have a nice afternoon, mate. I will go out with the 2 kids in 2 hours to the woods, cycling. Enjoy the day. Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow if you join to the Vikings 100 on What Up Your Waistband. Yeah? Goodbye, mate. I think we are in the same trajectory like you guys with Hungary. It's a rolling decision from week to week. Now they make the mask mandatory, at least at Budapest, and mandatory in shops and public transport and such. They're still not planning the opening, and I would be very happy if they would open the schools last, because that's probably the biggest congregation of people. Not only the kids, but the parents, grandparents and everybody. Teachers and such, yeah. Because if I go to work, that's a maximum of 10 people, mostly young ones in the office. Oh, welcome back. So yeah, I would think that would opening the offices and the government offices first, and some manufacturing companies, that would be great. But leave the schools for September. That 1 month doesn't make a change, at least for Hungary. I can imagine it's somewhat linked, that if both parents have to go back to work, then what to do with the kids, you know. But there is an element of, how do you say it, how flexible is the employer, because we are trying with my wife going back to work just this month. She's a teacher, and now we are trying to create a schedule for the week where I go 2 days in the office and 3 days at home office, and she can do the teaching on the internet or messenger and stuff, and I take the guys out. But it's a big hassle to create a schedule like this. So if she would have to go back to the office, let's say, no, I don't know, at Vodafone or something, I don't know how we would manage that. So on one part I understand that if you reopen the schools, it takes off a big strain from the parents, but on the time schedule, if nothing else. But still, that's every year, every school has the same problem with the flu, with all the viruses. It usually takes 2 weeks to crash a school and get everyone through the flu. If we reopen them, I expect the same with the coronavirus. In Hungary they are already settled for remote learning and some exams. I doubt that they will reopen them. Yeah, that's sensible. And what do you do if they reopen the universities? A lot of teachers and professors are old. So if it fires up again, the coronavirus, and you lose, let's say, you lose the typical 5% of the professors, how do you replace them for next year? So if I want... No, I'm serious. I know it sounds cold, but still that's a question. And if you open the universities now, and you lose a lot of professors and teachers there, how can you... What will happen for the next year with the classes? Yeah, that would be sensible. Just leave the summer as it is, give it 1 month extra for remote learning and stuffs. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. But I don't know. I'm not government related, so I don't know how they are thinking about this. And be honest, most of the classes are held from Monday to Thursday, so it's not even 20 days in the universities, but 16 mainly. And by the end of the half year in universities, everybody is sandbagging, going home earlier, skipping classes, so you're not really losing anything here. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't say that most of the time. It's London with the latest Meetup upgrade. We can pick 5 different worlds now for Meetup, even the non-active ones. So if it's for today, it's Watopia, Richmond, and New York, and we could pick London to ride. And there are only 600 people in London, so it's absolutely not crowded like Watopia was. Yeah, it's the most popular, it has the most of the mixes of roads, like up and down, splat, and such. Yeah, yeah, I forgot to change. I forgot to change. I bought the Buffalo wheels last week, but I forgot to change this time. At the morning I used the Specialized Tarmac Pro for the race. I forgot to change back the wheels. It's a very rare wheel set because it's almost the only one with one cog at the back, and lightweight Meilenstein with one cog. In London for sure. In London for sure. I also had to change the brake pads at the front brake because of the carbon wheel set, you know. I have all the stupid bikes in my garage. I have the Tron, I have the S-Works Venge, I have the Zip disc wheel set. Actually, I was thinking to apply the disc wheel set for the safety bike. That's the other hilarious joke with it. If you have the full disc at the back with the one-speed safety bike. But there is a white tire wheel set for the safety bike, and it costs 700,000 drops, and I'm now saving up for that. That's the... Please, I need 205,000. Which one? The Felt AR. Okay. That's a quite fast bike on the flats, I think, the AR. Yeah, I found it funny that most of the Zwifters pick the real life bikes and real look-alike avatars. So technically we want to look the same in-game as we do in real. One of the guys in Zwift Hungary picked an Afro-American look with Rasta, and we asked him that why would you pick that, and he told us that I went so many times in the solarium for the winter, I don't want the color to go away. Yeah, for the third time actually. And it's only a 200 meters or so uphill section, so it's okay. And on Instagram with a couple of things, but not much. And they are in log. I just had to request that they are in lockdown now. Now, no. 2. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the 40 something. That's one Solitude sheep. That's 2 Solitude sheep. That's how I calculated the evening. Yeah, yesterday evening I lay down while my wife tried to put the smaller one to sleep, and I started to watch Futurama for the nth time, I don't know, like 3rd or 4th time. And I fall asleep, my wife woke me up and I literally didn't know where the hell I am. I mean, I was looking around and I didn't know that I'm awake, I'm still sleeping, why I'm watching Futurama, why I'm on the couch. So I was just looking around, and after half a minute I told my wife, I don't even know where I am. And she was laughing at, okay, I see, so I will give you one more minute to put together. And I don't know why, but I was knocked out, like totally. I haven't even drinking. No, I forgot to buy beer, so. And 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, I was at the shop. I was thinking about buying a beer or 2, and I was like, who the hell need it? I came home and in the evening I started to open the fridge that maybe I bought some, but I didn't. So yeah, it's how do you say that? Not when there is a month when you don't drink. There's a name for it. I don't know. Sober October and dry January. Yeah, that's the two. So that's actually sober and dry April for me. I don't know where did my camera go. Okay, for some reason it was disconnected. I think if they start to ease up the lockdowns, we should have an evening Discord voice only meeting with beer and wine, and we can have a chat for 1 hour without biting at I don't know, at 9 o'clock p.m. Either Zoom or only voice, whatever. But yeah, it's like going to the pub. Finally. Okay, I have to ditch the snap camera and XSplit. I think I will switch to snap camera only. Yeah, you know, just to celebrate this whole crazy thing is starting to ease up. Camera is really messy. Let's see if I can. Hello! Éppen a kamerát próbálom állítgatni. Most ez az a ride van. És van rá időm. Yep. And that way. I beg your pardon? Okay. Let's see if I can make it smaller. Yep, I can. So you fell behind with the administration. Now you are in home office, you have all the time in the world, don't you? Okay, I think that will do. I think that's achievable, now that it gained momentum. Yeah, I think when everyone's this is right time at the moment, and there will be a few weeks of pause of new members when everyone's going out and want to spend time together with friends, with the grocery at the corner, at the end of the street, and everywhere. Probably by August or September, hopefully, we are snapping back to normal. Not by at large, I mean by country, but if I think about my surroundings, I do hope that by September I can do my proper work in the office together with colleagues. So yeah. Yeah. That is, yeah, that's a great thing actually. Absolutely not. I was in the shop. We were in the shop yesterday with my daughter, 6 years old, 6.5, and I constantly has to remind her that don't touch your face, don't touch your face. Yeah, yeah. But actually, it's not that good for the kids now. The daughter started asking us about when the kindergarten will continue. Will it ever continue before the school? She wants to spend time with her friends in the kindergarten before going to school. And the parents are already starting to mull over the possibilities to get together during the summer. So we spend a few days together in the summer with the kids, let them play together and let them say goodbye to each other. Ez a mostani stream jobb, mint a délelőtti. Well, not we, but my wife's parents has a house at Lake Balaton, so we can go there. If the beach is open, beg your pardon? In Hungary, yeah, in Hungary. I'm not planning any traveling. We are not big on traveling anyway, but if we go to Lake Balaton and the beach is open, we go there. Otherwise, we stick to the house, and there are plenty of trails to visit, and actually it's a change, you know. So if you travel there for 2 weeks, let's say for holiday, then there is the change factor, that it's not the same house, it's not the same garden, it's not the same roads, shop, and etc. So something at least will change. Yeah. Yeah, and something different than staying at home and visiting the local streets. Yeah. But actually that will be a big release for the parents as well, because I love my garden, but I'm kind of tired of the same view for the fourth week now. Yeah. Yeah. There is a babysitter. We used to ask for help in locally. And yesterday we met her during the trip to home from the shop. I mean a trip, so we were in the shop, but now we call it a trip because it so rarely happens. And on the way to home, we met with the babysitter sitting in front of the apartment, reading a newspaper. We had a few minutes of talk, and she told us that she's almost batshit crazy. Fourth week in the same apartment. It's very very boring. Welcome back. Not even going on a 2 kilometer loop around the house instead of the 1 kilometer loop. Yeah, that's a logo. Again, if you have anything on your mind, just shoot. I'm all ears. For 9 more minutes. Yeah? I took a couple of still shots. Christ. Okay, though, we are soon finishing the group ride. Two of us actually. One guy is done with crew. Other members cannot participate due to health reasons. Anyhow, it was a nice easy 1 hour ride. It was much needed for my legs after the morning race. If you have anything in your mind, just shoot in the chat. I know I mentioned that already a couple of times during the stream. And there is wind. I hope I'm not quitting in the last 90 seconds. that's for sure. Yep. Yeah, it was good to hear you too. Thank you for the chat. Yeah, let's put up the idea in the coffee shop and discuss it. I'm up for it. I have plenty of Snapchat filters for Zoom, so yeah. Yeah, bring whatever brew you want. If it's a beer, it's a beer. If it's coffee, well, actually, I'm okay with the coffee at 9 o'clock p.m. So. Okay, see you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, that was nice. Talking to others from other countries, actually. Yeah. During the lockdown, some easy swifting. Ah, God, it was nice. And now my last bit fresh, so I can hit the road with the kids. There's a pro, Dunbar. Good to see you, Dunbar. I like this mustache filter. I'm entertaining myself at the end of the ride. Here we go. Okay, then. Today was quite productive, I would say. We did the 25 minutes warm up, and then we did a race at the morning, and then we did try to do some cool down, but it was only a couple of minutes, you know. And now it was a Solitude Seeker cycling club ride, but most of the guys either down with some illness or out there riding. Yeah, so it was two of us with Christian, with the group leader of Solitude Seekers. It was nice, and we were on Discord in some friendly chat. It was cool. It was cool. Let's see if I can take one last screenshot with the avatar. That's the one. That's so fun. Okay, so see you guys tomorrow with the Vikings Valhalla 100k ride. That's 9 o'clock CET. That's about 3 o'clock Sydney, 5 o'clock PM. No, 5 o'clock PM Sydney, 3 o'clock PM New York, something like that. Anyhow, thank you for dropping by. Cheers for watching this. See you tomorrow for a nice 2.5, 2.75 ride time, 2 and 45 minutes ride to the weekend Valhalla. Team, goodbye everyone. See you.